Salam and welcome back to the channel. Man Keisha John Hastam. I am Keisha John and today I am in Seattle, Washington, exploring the city's Persian community and looking to answer one question. What is the Persian food like in Seattle? I'll explore a few different neighborhoods, starting with the University District, which has a staple Persian restaurant known as Persepolis Grill. Then we'll head down to one of Seattle's most iconic neighborhoods, Capitol Hill, and wrap up at Pike Place Market. Let's go. This is Persepolis Grill. I'm gonna try to order in Farsi. I'm pretty sure the server can speak Farsi, so let's see how that goes and see if he understands. Shoma Farsi sobat mikona? Okay, cool. Man hastam what? Man hastam
میخوام اوردر بدم.
میخوام
اوردر بدم. برای فرام اوریجینالی.
Juje kebab.
You want with this rice? You want with Barbary rice? This one. This is delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
I recommend it for you.
Okay. Juice. How do you say juice? How do you say juice?
What kind of?
Juice?
Of mive.
Aftab?
Of mive. The mango juice.
Mive. Yeah.
The mango is like amber.
Amber.
They call it amber. Yeah.
Amber. Okay, vale.
Okay, one mango juice. Okay.
Un bastani bag. After.
Badass. Okay. And
Yeah.
do you like the salad or not?
I just do the rice. The rice. You mean with the juje? Yeah. How do you eat it?
Actually, if you like the salad, we have. I recommended this one for you. We have the Shirazi salad. This is the best.
Shirazi salad. How does it come? Does it come with salad?
This is come with rice.
Okay.
And do you like the salad or no?
I just do it with the rice. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
You want to keep it?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
And then after that, we need the ice cream.
Yeah.
So ice cream is like a basta.
All right, my attempt at ordering in Farsi didn't really work, but you've got to start somewhere. Anyway, I really liked the mango juice. It was a little thick, but the taste was spot on. 8.8 out of 10, only because of the really thick consistency, but it could be that Persian mango juice is supposed to be thicker and I just hadn't had it yet. Then came time for the main dish, which was the juje kebab or chicken kebab. Barberry rice, which is rice with barberries and saffron. A large tomato was also on the side and some pickled radishes. And one of the reasons why I love Persian food so much is because the portions are so big. They are bozorg. I love that. I was so excited to eat this. You get so much food and I just could not wait to dig in. And I have to talk about this tomato because for the longest time, I was just like, why is there a large tomato on the side of my plate? What am I supposed to do with this? Turns out you're supposed to take that tomato, cut it up, and mix it into your rice so you get the additional tomato flavor, which melds so well with the saffron and in this case also with the barberry. And then came the moment of truth. The rice had the traditional saffron flavor that Persian rice is known for, which I really liked. And then the barberry added this really nice hint of sweet and a bit tangy, making the rice really flavorful. It also had a really nice hint of saltiness from the salt that had been added and the tomato flavoring from the tomato that I chopped up rounded out things very nicely. Then it was time for the juje or chicken kebab. So from what I've seen, juje kebab is made by marinating chunks of the chicken breast in a saffron and spice mixture along with Greek yogurt. And I could tell that this had been marinated very nicely and for a long time. It definitely had that saffron flavor that jujay kebab, and many other Persian dishes are known for. And I give this whole dish a 9.1 out of 10. I was getting pretty full, but I had to save room for dessert. And that's because I have Persian saffron ice cream up next. And I'm actually new to this ice cream, but it's become one of my favorites. And if you've never had it before, you definitely need to add it to your list. And this might actually be a little different from the ice creams that you're used to eating because of the saffron. And the saffron provides that really deep yellow color that Persian saffron ice cream is known for. It also adds a subtle, kind of earthy aroma. And then it's also made with rose water, which adds a delicate floral note to the ice cream. And then it also has pistachios. My favorite part, I really love pistachios. And then also it's made with cardamom. And that cardamom just brings everything together so nicely. It adds great flavoring to this ice cream. And Persian saffron ice cream has become one of my favorites. But at $10 a glass, it is on the pricier side. And honestly, that's probably because of the addition of saffron. Saffron is a very expensive spice, but I'm going to give this an 8.9 out of 10. And now we'll wrap up our U District adventure and head south towards Capitol Hill, one of Seattle's most eclectic neighborhoods. And if you're not careful, you might just miss one of Seattle's hidden Persian gems, Open Forum. Making our way upstairs, we're actually met with a bit of a surprise. A cafe rooted in the art of Persian hospitality. I decided to go with the Persian tea service, which includes, of course, the tea, and that was rose hibiscus tea. It also comes with dates on the side, and because the tea can be a bit tart, you also get small sugar cubes. And I also wanted to try the saffron rock candy and the baklava, so I ordered that as well. I'm not sure what these little glasses are called, but I see them a lot at Persian restaurants and also even some Turkish restaurants. So I poured my tea into that and then I gave it a stir with the saffron rock candy. And of course, as you're stirring, the saffron rock candy breaks down and the sweetness from the sugar is infused into the tea. So the tea was still a little tart, so I tried this method that I had seen somewhere online before where you put the sugar cubes in between your teeth and then sip the tea that way. I really enjoyed the tea tasting experience and especially trying to figure out which sweet treat or type of sugar went best with the tea. They all balanced out the tea really nicely, though, in the end. But this experience was a bit on the pricey side at $25 for the Persian tea service, the rock candy, and the baklava altogether. But, Seattle is actually a pretty expensive city, so that makes sense. I'll give this an 8.8 out of 10. And taking about a 20-minute walk or short train ride from Capitol Hill, you reach Pike Place Market. And apart from the Space Needle, this is what so many of us think of when we think of Seattle. And just down Post Alley, you'll find Cafe Farvahar. I wanted to round out my Persian eating adventure by wrapping things up with some classic hummus and pita bread. But of course, I've been introduced to Persian hospitality, and the cafe owner also included a Persian rose lemonade. So I recently heard about something called taraf, which is like a form of politeness. And of course, here as kids, we learn to say please and thank you and to mind our P's and Q's. But I think taraf kind of takes that to another level with various forms of politeness. And I really felt like I experienced taraf at the Farvahar Cafe. So, of course, I was already enjoying the hummus, and the cafe owner offered the additional lemonade, which I felt like was very tore off. And then he offered another small plate, which had saffron rice and Shirazi salad with shredded chicken, which I felt like was a very Taraf gesture. And when someone does something that's to raw, from what I've seen, responses tend to be very humble. Oh, I'm not worthy, with pleasure, or you're too kind. Or one that I recently heard, I'm your humble servant, Bangiai Giari, which I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce, but people tend to be very grateful. So I ended up adding many of the different items onto my pita. So I added the hummus, the rice, and some of the Shirazi salad and ate it that way. Might not be very traditional, but it was really tasty to me. I really enjoyed that. But the experience with Taraf and the cafe owner's friendliness is what really brought together this experience for me. And because of that, I give this a 9.3 out of 10.
Had such a great time exploring Seattle's Persian community, and I am stuffed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more learning Farsi through food. Hodafez!